What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be doing a first impressions. I believe I think like one more first impressions after this, and then we're gonna throw in some other fun videos. So I do apologize if I'm throwing a lot of first impressions at you guys, because I know the makeup industry is just, it can be a lot sometimes. So we are going to though have fun and play with some makeup together. I need to get ready for the day, and so why not do it together? I think I'm gonna pin my hair out the way just so that way it's not in my face. All right, before we get started, do not forget to hit that subscribe button as well as hit that notification bell. That way you will be notified every single time I upload a future video. Now let's get into it. It is so dark and rainy outside. Like, it looks like it's like 4 or 5 in the morning, and it's not. It's raining, so if you hear the rain in the background, which with my daughter in the background, you probably won't hear the rain. As well as I am starving. I did not eat breakfast yet. I didn't even have a cup of coffee yet. So I just took care of my daughter, made sure she ate, and you know, keeping it going. So I do need to eat, so hopefully you don't hear my stomach growl either. All right, so this is definitely not new, but it's first impressions for me. So this is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. So I picked this up actually at Marshall's. So if you guys do not know, Becca is sadly going out of business. They are closing up shop pretty soon. But you can still, I think you can still purchase like whatever products they have left on their site. There are a few staples that they are keeping. When I forgot which company they are pairing with, but I will go ahead and like list it like right here. But there are a few staples from their company that they are just giving it to basically another company to sell. But you can also find a lot of their products at like Marshall's, TJ Maxx, and I feel like especially after they go out of business, I feel like you're gonna find a lot of their products there. So I've never ever tried it, and I heard good things about this, so I thought, why not pick it up? Oh, okay. Oh my god, this smells, it kind of smells good, but then it also kind of weirdly smells like hair dye, but not bad hair dye, you know, like the hair dye that's starting to smell good in a way, you know what I mean? But like it has that faint hair dye smell. Or did I just get an expired one? So it definitely gives you a beautiful base, like a beautiful glow. So I really like that, and I like how it makes my skin feel. Like, it doesn't make my skin feels definitely prepped and ready for makeup, but and a little tacky, but it doesn't feel like slippery and oily or anything like that. But it definitely gives you a nice glow, and like you can see on my hands, like there's like this like glowy, I want to say shimmer, but it's not really shimmer. It's not like there's glitter on my hands, but it does definitely leave you glowy. I wouldn't put this on just by itself. Like, some primers are nice to just put it on by itself and go throughout your day. This kind of makes me look a little bit too dewy for just wearing it alone, but under makeup, I think it's going to be beautiful. So for foundation, I'm going to use another Alma Beauty Flawless IRL Skin Perfecting Foundation. I already tried this in a previous first impressions, but I got a different shade. The other shade was just a teeny tiny bit too dark. It was in T1 Honey Honey. This one is the next shade down, and then it does go into the next category, but this one is in the shade Fair Lady T6. So again, this is like the darkest shade, I guess, in the blue range. So let's see if this one is a better shade match. The other one wasn't too bad, but I feel like the more I get into winter and lose my tan, it's gonna be too dark. I don't have any other new complexion products for foundation, so thought why not just give this shade a try. So I'm just going to, it doesn't look bad at all. Doesn't look too fair. And I'm just gonna use my mirror here to dab it, see what I'm doing. To blend it, I'm going to use the Laura Lee Los Angeles brush. This one is an L24. It's from her new brush collection, which is absolutely gorgeous, by the way. I ordered 2 sets. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being greedy because I know they are sold out right now. But the reason I ordered 2 sets is so that way I could have one for filming YouTube and then one in my bedroom when I do my everyday makeup, because I don't need any new brushes in there, but I did need to build my brush collection for filming, because I just kind of had leftover brushes that I really didn't want to throw away, but also weren't really quite my staples. So I felt like sometimes when I was filming, I didn't always have what I needed. This definitely seems like a better match. I definitely think this shade is a better match. Like, it's a little bit lighter, of course, than the rest of my body, but I think for like, you know, fall and winter, it's a good shade. It's definitely not too fair. So for concealer, I am going to use the Cafe Marc Jacobs Extra Shot Caffeine Concealer. This can be used, oops. This can be used as a foundation too, but I'm just gonna use it as a concealer today. But this one's in the shade Medium 230. And I'm gonna use the same brush and tap this in. I don't really like using brushes a whole lot for my concealer, so I might just switch over to a brush. We will see. And whatever is left, I'm just going to. So this brush does blend it in. It does take a little bit longer, so I would probably still stick for the most part with a sponge. But I mean, if you're like in a pinch or just trying to get everything done, you don't want to keep switching tools, you can just use this brush for basically everything: your concealer, your foundation, your cream products. Next, we are going to set the face. This is from Well People, and it is the Bio Brightener Baked Powder. I really want to try this one is in shade 1 Universal Glow. So when they say brightener, do they mean like actually brighten or like glow brighten? You know what I mean? This is a clean brand that literally has like, you can't really see it, but it really has like, it's not supposed to have anything bad in it. Use alone or over foundation to minimize pores, manage excess shine, even tone, and set your look. So yeah, so it is supposed to be used as like a setting powder. Okay, so I'm gonna use the L25 brush to set. And let's just see. I'm very picky with my like under eye powder. My face is like, I definitely use like more powders, but for my under eye, I usually like what I like just because of my fine lines. Okay, so that's the under eye. And I think it looks pretty nice for the most part. It's hard to judge when you're using like everything brand new because you don't know, like the concealer might be messing things up, the powder might be messing things up. So for the most part, it's not my favorite under eye look. It does look pretty nice. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm gonna use this huge powder brush. This is the L21, and guys, look how like, it's like a tail of like a bunny or something. Like, it's just so freaking huge and soft. So I'm just gonna dab in here and just set the rest of my face. And usually I don't like twirl, I just kind of pat it in. I've seen some people like use this brush as a bronzer brush. It is way too big. I don't know how they use it as a bronzer brush. I mean, you can use it however you want, but holy cow. I don't know if this is like great for photos. I'm not always taking photos, so especially with flash, so I'm not always worried about that, but I do like how it set my face. I'm not finding it this like the most blurring. Like, it's slightly blurring, but the loose translucent powder from them is the one I really want to try. I heard that one's like really, really good. So I do want to maybe order that one in the future, but right now my face isn't looking bad at all. Guys, do you hear that? It is raining. So for eyebrows, I got the Oma Beauty Easy as AB, and it is the one and done brow pencil. You hear the rain? Okay. I got mine in the shade 03, so I do not know if this is going to work for me or not. I was trying to look online and see what my shade would be while I was in stores, so not sure. So I'm just gonna spoolie my brows, and I'm just using the L29 brush from her collection. And guys, isn't this the cutest bag ever? So I do have 2 of these because I ordered 2 sets. It's already dirty, but you can wash it. But yeah, so I just had my new First Impressions makeup stored in here. And then I do have the other one saved on the side for like if I travel or anything. So it looks like you get a nice pencil on one side. It's not super thin, but it's also not like thick either. It's like a really nice size. And you also get a little teeny tiny brow gel as well. Ooh, that is 100% not my shade. Nope. What were you thinking, Sierra? I mean, I looked online and tried to like see, but this is throwing me off. It doesn't look like my shade. Oh my god, it's so like, it's like a brown, but if you can see, that's red. Yeah. Oh, yikes. Guys, my eyebrows look so red. Since I already have it on one brow, I'm going to just fill in the other brow, but then I'm going to put like a powder, like an eyeshadow powder over top, because this is just no. I'm trying to think of who is in my life that this would work for, that I can give this to, because I obviously don't want it to go to waste, but like, there's no way I will be able to make this, like, wear this. The brows are on and very red. So if you have like reddish tint to your eyebrows or hair, you can get the shade 03. Glad to help. So I'm not gonna use, of course, the brow gel, because I mean, I did kind of notice though when I took it out that it was like a red tint to it. So I'm not even going to use this end because it's not my shade. I do have another brow gel that I could use though. So we're gonna jump into the eyeshadow palette. So this is the new Wet n Wild Always Naked eyeshadow palette. I saw this at Walmart and I don't know how like new it is. I mean, I haven't seen it out for too long, but this is what it looks like. It's just such a beautiful, like, of course, neutral eyeshadow palette. But I don't know, I just had to get it. Something was like, you have to get it. I feel like Wet n Wild, I always have to support Wet n Wild and e.l.f. Like, even if I don't need something, if I see something from Wet n Wild, they're just so affordable. So I always have to support them like all the time. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this brown shade right here. It's like a dark brown, but I think I'm gonna take that and just kind of fill in my brow with it. I don't know if it's gonna be able to do much, but hey, this is a first impressions. And like I said, I even looked online to try to choose my best shade. Obviously I wouldn't have gotten a shade that looks so dark, not so dark, so like reddish. So I don't know, that looks kind of better. They're a little bit darker than what I normally would do because of my lighter hair, but I feel like this looks a little bit better than this, so we're just gonna go with that. So while we're in this palette, we're gonna go ahead and play with some of these shades. I am super excited. Oh my god, I cannot wait. Go into the shade right here, and we're gonna just kind of, it's a lot of kickback. I'm just gonna kind of just set my whole lid with this, just so we have a nice, like, even base. All right, next I'm gonna take the shade right here, and we're gonna put that in my crease. It's not showing up too much, but I mean, it's basically like a little darker than my skin tone, so I'm not expecting a whole lot from this shade. I'm going to take this brown right here, and I'm also gonna put that in my crease. I'm just not gonna go too high with it. Just like that. And it looks really good. So far these shades are blending out very easy. I do have like a warmer lip to use, which is why I'm not using the cooler tone shades, but I do want to play with more of the cooler tone shades in this palette too. All right. Then I think I'm going to just go into this beautiful like gold bronzy shade right here, and I think I'm just going to use my finger. So like, is this a different look than I normally do? No, but I just wanted to test the palette, and it looks so good, like, and it's performing so good, just like, you know, majority of their other eyeshadows. So love it, love it, love it, love it. If you are a neutral, you know, bronzy girl, you would love this palette. So I'm going to take a L28 brush from Laura League Los Angeles, and I'm going to just take this, like, it's like a deep purple brown in a way, and I'm just going to use just a little bit of that, and I'm just going to use that to just focus that shade in my crease, but like on the outer corner. And I like this little teeny tiny blending brush because it's going to keep the product where I want it and not let it like explode everywhere. And to be honest, like, I literally have no fallout yet, so that's crazy. There is some kickback on the brush and in like a little bit in the pan, but I don't have a whole bunch on my eye. All right, so I'm just gonna go right back into that brown. And it's all about blending and just getting it where you want. But I'm gonna go back in that crease and over top of that darker shade just to kind of warm it back up. Another Morphe brush, and I'm just gonna use this brown actually and just kind of put that. We're just going to do a very smoky, bronzy eye look. And then to highlight, I'm actually going to take this like shimmery shade. It looks so pretty. I kind of want to swatch it. Oh, it looks so pretty. Oh my God, look how freaking beautiful that shade looks. Oh, I love it. All right, so we're going to take that shade and we're gonna pop it in the inner corner. It's so freaking pretty. And then I'm gonna take this like bone color right here and just highlight the brow bone. I like a matte highlight. All right, so I just put some eyeliner on. I just used the e.l.f. waterproof gel eyeliner in the shade Coffee. So I just put that on the waterline. And next we are going to try a new mascara. So it says new. I don't know if this is just old packaging and it's no longer new. It is waterproof. I don't usually like waterproof mascaras, but I couldn't find like a normal one. But I don't know, just the color, the brush, it all intrigued me. So this is from Almay. It's in the shade Black, and it's their Whole Lotta Lash Megaphone Brush for Loud Volume. So not sure, we will give it a try. So, oh my God, this is the reveal. This is freaking humongous. Let's give it a go. So that is one coat. So, I mean, it definitely shows up. I don't have the worst lashes, but I don't have like the longest either. So I'm just gonna add a second coat. All right, so that's a second coat. So you can definitely like, whoa, you can definitely see the difference. So this isn't a bad mascara. It does have a huge brush, so it can get a little messy. I did stop applying the second coat once I started seeing that your lashes will start to get a little clumpy. So right when you see that, I would stop. So to bronze up the skin, I am going to use, it's from Well People as well, and it is their Bio Bronzer Baked Powder. And this is plant-based, gluten-free, cruelty-free, vegan, and non-toxic, and it has literally all the toxics that it doesn't have. This is in the shade number 1, Natural Tan. I think for both these products, they literally only had like one shade, so but I heard that even if you're fair, it's buildable, so we will see. So I'm just going to use L23. Oh my goodness. Oh. Let's see. So I did build it up pretty much already on this side. So I tapped too much off and then I put too much on. So if you go in with a light hand, I would say it's buildable, but like if you just twirl your brush, it's gonna really come out the shade that's in the pan. So it can build up to this dark. It looks like it has like a satin finish to it. Like it doesn't look like it's super matte. And it does give you like a nice, like healthy glow, which I love these bronzers that give you a healthy glow. I'm gonna do a little bit. I'm not gonna put any extra. Just gonna go around the jawline with what I have already on the brush. So for blushes, I actually have a cream blush, so we will see how it applies over top of powder. But I have some cream blushes from Hard Candy. So they just recently came out with these lip and cheek tints. They come in 4 shades. One is in the shade Rose Above, which I will swatch all of them for you. This one's in the shade Don't Coral, Don't Text. So like don't call, don't text, I guess. A latte to handle, a latte to handle, a latte to handle. You get it, you get it. And then this is Pop the Rosé. I think for me, I'm either gonna go into Rose Above or a latte to handle, just because of what we have going on right now, because these are like very pink. All right, so this one is Don't Coral, Don't Text. So it's like a pink, but I want to say it's more like a coral peachy pink kind of shade. So I wouldn't let the box intimidate you, just because it's not as pink as like this is like bubblegum pink, and this is more like coral pink. So it's definitely pink, but it's not, again, you know. This one's in the shade Pop the Rosé. So this one's gonna be more of your like mauve-y, you know, hot pink. They feel like kind of thick and pretty pigmented too. So this one a little bit more came out, so I'm not trying to be that wasteful, but this one is Pop the Rosé. So that's what this one looks like. So I would say this one's a little bit more spot on with the packaging. This one is Rose Above. It does have like a seal on it. If it doesn't have the seal, it's been swatched. Honestly, I don't know how, it would be, I guess, more of a like a pigmented lip gloss if you put it on your cheeks or your lips. But yeah, this one is a really, I think, nice color. I think it's really, really pretty for fall. So that is cute. And then this one is a latte to handle. So this one is a latte to handle. So it's going to be more of like, it looks brown, but it has like a purple undertone. So it's like a very dark mauve color. Which one do I want to use? I think I want to use this one right here. We are going in. And I'm not going to judge it too hard because I am putting it on top of powder. On the cheeks, I feel like it looks a lot like, doesn't look the same color. You know what I mean? Like it looks a lot pinkier. I don't know, that's kind of weird. I'm just gonna kind of blend this out a little bit. Doesn't look like it disturbed the makeup underneath too much. There definitely is a little bit of disturbance, but not enough where I'm like, oh my God, my makeup is ruined. I would of course be careful with it, but I don't know. It doesn't, to me anyways, it doesn't look like the same shade. Like, does this look the same? It's so weird. To highlight, I'm going to use the Pixie by Petra Glowy Powder. And I got mine in creamy gold. So this is what it looks like. I'm very excited to try this because I heard really good things about this as well. So let's see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so you do not need much at all. Like, this can get very intense, like very quickly. So this is very, very glowy. We are just overall very glowy. I'm gonna need a mattifying setting spray. I like it, but I like it. I don't always go for a super intense highlighter, but I do enjoy it still, so. My under eye is not looking the cutest. I'm not really liking it anymore, but again, I don't know if it's the powder, the concealer, maybe they're both okay, but maybe together they don't play well. I don't know, so we will see. But this is the Stay and Slay Lasting Finish with Jojoba Oil Matte Liquid Lip from Hard Candy. So this is another new item, and this one is in the shade Sand by Me. I honestly love how this applied. It feels super lightweight on the lips. Does not feel heavy or anything, and I can feel it drying down, but it, as of right now, it doesn't like seem like it's too much. So I grabbed this color because of course falls around the corner. So, but in case you don't want a matte lip, we are going to put on a gloss as well. So this is from Physicians Formula. It's their Diamond Plumper Minimal Wear Lip Plumper Gloss. And this is a new shade. This is in the shade Champagne Cushion Cut. This kind of reminded me of like a fall shade as well. Whew. They definitely do have, though, the lip like plumping smell. You know what I mean? Like it's, yeah. And these do tingle, but I don't think it's not too face painful. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna swatch the gloss just so you can see. It does have some pigment to it, but it's not overly pigmented. All right, guys, so that is everything. I definitely feel a little bit more fuller glam than what I wanted for today, but I mean, I think overall the look came out very fall, very cute. I'm not mad at it. So tell me, guys, tell me what you guys think down below. Lips are tingling. Again, it's not painful, but it does have the plumping tingle. So if you don't like that at all, then don't get these glosses. I do like the primer. I like how the primer made me look super glowy and dewy, but didn't make me feel dewy. I don't know how it's going to actually affect like the makeup, you know, with the whole lasting power, but I really do like it. It's not moisturizing. I wouldn't really say it's really moisturizing. If you have dry skin, you know, you might still want to use something moisturizing underneath this. The concealer, it's really hard to say right now about the concealer and the powder. Right now, I need to just play with them and try them a little bit more. My under eyes look a little bit more crepey than usual, so I'm not sure if it's one or the other or just how they play together. So we will see how these turn out. If anything, I can just use this on the rest of my face. I do like how the rest of my face looks and just not use it under my eye. Highlighter looks very like wet and glowy, but it is intense. So if you're not into those types of highlighters anymore, then I would stay away. But if you do like to glow, this will be your gal. The bronzer is nice as well. I think if you have super fair skin, you might need to go in with a super light hand, because I think, again, they only have one shade. But I did see fair people use this and they were able to use it. So I think you just have to go in with a super light hand. It's like a satin finish. It's really nice. Is it my favorite bronzer? No, but it is really nice. Mascara definitely did its job. It gave me length, it gave me some volume. It's now on the floor. Is it a mascara that I'm like, I need to run out and quick get it again and always have it in my collection? Not really, but it definitely does do the job. Lip products I do enjoy and I liked as well. These Cheek Tints, I have to play with them a little bit more. I don't know why. It did set down. It doesn't feel dewy or anything like that, just so you know, but I don't know why the color just looks totally off. I mean, maybe I'm super red underneath. I don't know, but we'll see. So I'm gonna have to keep playing with these. I already told you guys my opinion about the eyeshadow palette. I do like it. And very quickly, I'm just going to set the brow. I'm just gonna use the NYX Control Freak Eyebrow Gel. So this is newer. I think it's new in general, but this is newer to me. Oh my God, I hate when brow gels look like mascara. Like, there's no reason why we need a super huge big brush like this. Like, I absolutely hate it. So you lose points for that. It doesn't feel, at least I can't tell, but it doesn't feel like a whole lot is coming off the brush. So I don't know. I mean, for these types of products, if it's clear and you really aren't enjoying it in your brows, then I would just use it for like your hair, to like slick down your hair for those baby hairs, because what else are you gonna use it for? It doesn't look like it dispensed a whole lot of product in my brows. I think if you don't have a whole lot to tame, it'll probably be okay. It's not like their brow glue. I really like their brow glue. I feel like it doesn't have that type of hold, but all right. That is everything, guys. Until next time, if you guys haven't already, once again, do not forget to subscribe, hit that notification, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whatever. And comment below. I want to hear from you. Have you guys tried any of these products? And if so, what did you guys think? Until next time, bye.